shall meet on that beautiful shore.
We're on our way to a place called heaven, but there's one that wants to stop us while we're here on earth, and he throws stumbling blocks in our way to try to trip us and cause us to fall, and he wants to keep us down. But I've made up my mind that I'm going to turn these stumbling blocks into a stepping stone. The devil has played havoc, beat my heart like a drum. It always strokes his ego when I feel like giving up. But I proceed with power. Defeat won't be my fate, no, no. I will not fall victim to the traps old Satan lays. I choose to use these stumbling blocks and stepping stones. I refuse to be the laughing stock. I've been knocked down but not for long. The devil meant to set me up for my greatest fall. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. Oh yeah, come on. I was minding my own business when he tried to wreck my day. He studied and he knew my weakness, placed a hindrance in my way. But the obstacle won't determine what the outcome's gonna be. The victory is learning to get back on your feet. I choose to use these stumbling blocks and stepping stones. I refuse to be the laughing stock. I've been knocked down but not for long. The devil meant to set me up for my greatest fall. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. Yeah, play it a while now. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. Moving on, I refuse to be the laughing stock. I've been knocked down but not for long. The devil meant to set me up for my greatest fall. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. I'm moving on. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. Hey, I refuse to be the laughing stock. I've been knocked down but not for long. Devil meant to set me up for my greatest fall. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. I'm moving to higher ground, gaining by leaps and bounds. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. Yeah, step right. Thought that you had overnight this time. Yeah. Do like this with me. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. I refuse to be the laughing stock. I've been knocked down but not for long. The devil meant to set me up for my greatest fall. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. I choose to use these stumbling blocks, stepping stones. How many knows what we're singing about when we say we're going to use these stumbling blocks as stepping stones? I want David to do a song that he wrote. Brother Mike wanted us to do this. It says, whatever you're going through, God is going to be right there with you. And he'll help you through it if you'll trust him.
Right now you feel like you're falling apart. The choices you made are driving deep in your heart. No way to describe what you're feeling inside. You thought it'd be okay, you did it anyway. Whatever you're going through, God will be there. He'll make a way for you. Because he cares, he knows the scars you hide. He sees the pain inside, broken pieces he will mend. He wants to be your friend, he's the only hope for you. Whatever you're going through. Lately you think that you're going insane. The things that you tried nearly fried your brain. You've looked all around, searching for a way out. There is nothing to gain, trapped in this house of pain. But I bring you good news tonight. Whatever you're going through, God will be there. He'll make a way for you. Because he cares, he knows the scars you hide. He sees the pain inside, broken pieces he will mend. He wants to be your friend, he's the only hope for you. Whatever you're going through. The Bible says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. For whosoever would believe on him should not perish, but have everlasting life. The Bible also says, for whosoever will call upon the name of the Lord, and you shall be saved. Look, I know what you're probably thinking. You've gone too far this time. You messed up too bad. So what's the use to even try? You've given up on life, and everyone's given up on you. But just remember this, God said he would never leave you.
Whatever you're going through,
God will be there.
he'll make a way for you.
Because he cares, he knows the scars you hide. He sees the pain inside, broken pieces he will mend. He wants to be your friend, he's the only hope for you. You're not so far that he can't reach where you are. Ooh, whatever you're going through. I'm so thankful that anything that we would ever go through in life, that he took it to his cross and he nailed it there. I gave him all of my mess and he did a miracle in my life. He took the nails, but I took forgiveness. Listen to the words of this song as Sonia does it for you.
I lived for myself. It was written on my face. Now staring in the mirror, a portrait of disgrace. My accuser was always waiting. Every time I killed the lights, and he called out my verdict, but I called his hands and his feet. Mercy or justice, heaven or hell, I took forgiveness and he took the nails. God offered his son,
Yeah, tell it.
so the whole wide world could know the gift that keeps on giving. He's the only real hero. From earth's sorrow to heaven's glory, Jesus gave his very best, and his love was proven for me when he loved me to death. Oh, he took my place on a cross at Calvary. He took my pain in his hands and his feet. Mercy or justice, it was heaven or hell. I took forgiveness and he took the
Praise God.
That song was #1 2 months in a row on all the stations all over the nation. He took the names.
God is so good. One day we're going to get to heaven, and I've heard people say we're going to sing Amazing Grace or I've been redeemed. But the Bible don't, that's right, brother. The Bible don't say that. The Bible said that we're going to sing a new song. Put your hands together. All that coronation day, the saved will take the stage dressed in radiant robes of white. The band will strike the chord for the choir to perform at that concert in the sky. All the angels gonna fold their wings. All of heaven will begin to ring. We'll sing a new song with all the redeemed in the glorious jubilee. We'll sing a new song. The family will be in beautiful harmony before the Holy King and his mighty throne. The saints of God are gonna sing a new song, a new song. We'll sing a new song.
The greatest writer of them all.
He's writing out songs destined to be his best.
Believe it or not,
The author is God.
it's gonna be hot off the press.
Great hits will be a thing of the past, 'cause he's saving this one for last. We'll sing a new song with all the redeemed in the glorious jubilee. We'll sing a new song. The family will be in beautiful harmony before the Holy King and his mighty throne. The saints of God are gonna sing a new song, a
a new song. We'll sing a new song. Sing a new song, a new song. We'll sing a new song. Come and join the celebration.
Celebration.
By God's amazing grace, every tongue and race lift their voice and praise to sing a new song with all the redeemed in the glorious jubilee. We'll sing a new song. The family will be in beautiful harmony before the Holy King and His mighty throne. The saints of God are gonna sing a new song, a new song. We'll sing a new song, sing a new song, a new song. We'll sing a new song.
Speaking of songs, one of my favorite songs is this one right here. There's a lighthouse on the hillside that overlooks life's sea. When I'm tossed, He sends out a light that I might see, and the light that shines in darkness now, one day it's gonna safely lead us home. But if it wasn't for the lighthouse, my ship would sail no more. Now everybody that lives around us, all around us, they say, tear the lighthouse down. Oh, they say the big ships, they don't sail by this way anymore. Oh, there ain't no use that old thing standing around. Then my mind goes way back to that stormy night, when just in time, thank God I saw the light. You know what? The best thing about that old lighthouse, it's still standing way up there. Yes, it is on the hill. I thank God for the lighthouse. Well, I owe my life to Him, all to Jesus. Lord Jesus is the lighthouse, and from the rocks As already said, it's a joy for our family to be at the Pickin Post with you fine folks. Y'all could have been anywhere else tonight, but you chose to come and be with us. And thank you so much for coming out. How many again is this the first time seeing our family in person? All right, man, that's great. We don't get in the Fort Payne, Alabama area much at all. I think this is the first time that we've actually sung in Fort Payne, Alabama. And we hope it's not our last time. If we come back, you come back and be with us again. We're from a little place called Hiltons, Virginia, as already said, and it's so far back in the sticks we don't even have a traffic light. And you can burn your bathroom down without catching your house on fire.
Hometown.
How many country folks we got here?
Till some of them walk that path.
Some people said that, they said, what you do when it gets cold? You hurry, that's what you do.
That's the way we used to have to.
Hey, but we picked up some Yankees along the way, and they're doing a terrific job. But I want to introduce a young man to you that I'm so proud of, that I've had the privilege ever since he was about 14 years old. He started coming and staying the summers with me and Sonia in Kingsport. They're from the state of Maine. And I told her, I said, I'm going to get Bert to come and stay the summer with us. She said, you ain't going to get him to leave the state of Maine. I said, yeah, I will too. And he did the next year, and he started going with us on the road and carrying in equipment. Before too long, he picked up the guitar, and I showed him a few chords, and Dad showed him some chords, and he took off with that thing. He's been playing about 9 years now. Are you really enjoying our guitar player? This is my brother-in-law, Burton Ludwig, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Back on the drums, one of the finest drummers in the country. He's from Kingsport, Tennessee. And we call him Q. Would you make our drummer Q welcome? Stand up, salute everybody there, Q. I tell you what, I'm going to put you on the spot. Would y'all like to hear a drum solo? How about it for Q? Over to my right is my beautiful bride. This month is 14 years of marriage.
All right. Sing to it.
We've been married 14 years. I wrote you a song, you know, when I proposed to you.
Yes.
And so now I've wrote you another one.
Okay.
Y'all want to hear it? I know sometimes we disagree because you are you and I'm just me. Like cats and dogs, we come from different worlds. On the coast, y'all eat lobster. In the hills, we eat squirrel. We are different in so many ways. Just trying to keep you straight, it's hard to stay sane. You get wound up tight and wanna fuss and fight. My little cranky Yankee. You're my little cranky Yankee, but I love you anyway. Did y'all like that?
Don't that just bless your heart real good?
Hey, now playing the keyboard, singing beautifully and she's got the #1 song this month all across the nation. We're going to do it for you in just a little bit. Would you make welcome my wife, Sonia Browder?
So we've had a pretty interesting year this year, actually. And almost, well, in 12 years of marriage, we had never even had the hint of a pregnancy. That just expected that the Lord did not have children for us, and we were kind of used to that idea, weren't we, hon? And then
And
lo
I
and
was
behold,
enough. I was enough.
you were, yes, absolutely. As you can tell, he was enough. And then out of the clear blue sky, here comes a baby, and so we have a little 1-year-old baby girl out there on the bus.
It didn't come from out of the clear blue sky.
Well, it didn't drop out of the sky, but we're not going to go into details, dear. Dear Lord.
It was right there. I had to say it.
It's a good thing I married him. It's the best thing that ever happened to him. I'm just going to tell you.
Amen. Glory.
Our baby girl Sadie is about to turn 1, and she's out there on the bus with our wonderful nanny, and she has been such a blessing to us this year. My husband writes most of the music that we do, almost everything that we will sing tonight, or that you've heard us do on the radio, is something that he has either written or co-written for a total of 12 #1 songs. Now, are you glad to see my husband Matthew here tonight?
God bless you. Love you. This man on my left here playing the bass guitar, singing the high part, and he's got that wave going on with his hair. It don't hardly move. I tried to fix mine like that, David. I couldn't get it fixed tonight, so I left it on the bus. Hey, y'all glad to see my little brother, David Browder? Would you make him welcome? To my far left, this man's been in Christian music for over 50 years, spreading the good news. He's going to give his testimony in just a little bit. Would you really make my daddy, Mr. Tommy Browder, welcome here in Fort Payne, Alabama, at the Pickin Post?
Thank you so much. I love you. My faith has been tried through the furnace of life, but I wasn't alone. God was there all the time. He turned sleepless nights into sweet rest. I'll always be grateful, 'cause I am so blessed. God's given so much. He's more than enough. Supplies all my needs from his storehouse of love. He brought me this far, but I must confess, the best is in store. I am so blessed. Well, I am so blessed. How could I complain?
How could I complain?
God has been true through sunshine and rain.
Through sunshine and rain.
He gave me life when I deserved it. I could never repay him. I am so blessed. Has God been good to you?
Would you want to give him a wave offering this evening? Lift two good hands and two good arms in the air as a testimony. I am so blessed when I see my Lord, the one I adore. I love you, Jesus. Before his great big throne, I want to bring my rewards. This old body redeemed among heaven's best. We'll cry, holy, holy. I am so blessed. Well, I am so blessed. How could I complain? How could I complain? God has been true through sunshine and rain. Through sunshine and rain. He gave me life when I deserved death. I'll always be thankful, 'cause I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Yes, he gave me life. Thank you, Jesus. When I deserved death, I could never repay him. I am so blessed. Thank you. When I see my Lord, he's the one I adore. I love him so much. Before his great big throne, I want to bring my rewards. This old body redeemed among heaven's best. We'll cry, holy, 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 holy. I am so blessed. Oh, help me now. Well, I am so blessed. How could I complain? How could I complain? You see, my God's been true. Yes, he has. Through sunshine and rain. Through sunshine and rain. He gave me life when I deserved death. I could never repay him. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Yes, he gave me life. Thank you, Jesus. When I deserve death, I'll always be grateful, 'cause I am so blessed.
Are you blessed? Give your testimony out for the folks, Daddy.
I was stricken with polio when I was 2 years old. The earthly doctor said I wouldn't live, but the heavenly doctor said I've got a plan. They placed me in one of those big iron lungs. The machine that breathed for you kept getting worse day by day, month after month. Over a year's stay initially. They went as far as to call my dad in and said, Mr. Browder, we've done all we can do for your son. There's no way that he's going to live. But the life giver had the final say so. That's why I'm here today. Living life with the affliction of polio, it's not been an easy life. But I say life without a challenge is a dull life. And I've had an exciting one. I've not focused on the things I can't do and started focusing on the things I can do. And things I loved in life, one of those was music. I had such a desire for music. And it'd be impossible for me to play any instrument at all because polio had left me with my right arm and hand completely paralyzed. But I met that God of miracles on my knees when I was only 8 years old. He saved me by his marvelous grace. And that same year, he gave me my first song, 3 verses and a chorus. And I said, Lord, would you please allow me to play an instrument to accompany those songs that you're giving me? That dream came true when some volunteer music teachers came to our handicap school in Kingsport, Tennessee. One of those was a guitar teacher, and I got on board with the music. My school teacher saw my interest in the music, the guitar. She bought me my first one. Shortly after that, my mother of 8 children threatened to chop it up for kindling wood. I spent most of my time trying to learn how to play, even after they went to bed. But after much prayer and dedication and asking God to please allow me to play, one day the thumb started working, then the fingers started working. 52 years ago, I started on a journey from my Hilton's, Virginia home, playing with different groups. That journey has brought me here to the beautiful state of Alabama, to some people that I love the most, to worship with you fine folks here this evening, to let you know that Philippians 4:13 says we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. It was my favorite song in the whole wide world. Come on, son. All right, Bert. Thank you. Thank you.
Dad, I figured while we was at the Pickin Post, we might as well just go ahead and pick. Do y'all like that mountain music? What key do we do that two coats in? It's been a long time. We do it in A?
We do it in the right key.
All right, here's one of them old songs. If you come round our home out on the porch, you may hear us singing something like this right here. Go ahead.
Two coats were before me, an old and a new. I could have either, but what must I do? The old book was ugly, tattered, torn. The other, a new coat had never been worn. Tell you the best thing I ever did do. I laid off the old coat and put on the new. The first man was earthly, made from the ground, with for all his image the whole world around. But next was my Savior from heaven's on fire. He brought me this new coat, and now see me round. Now this coat, it fits me, keeps me so warm. It's good in the winter, it's good in the storm. My Savior has dressed me, garments on fire. He brought me this new coat, and now see me by. I tell you the best thing I ever did do. I laid off the old coat and put on the new. Tell you the best thing I ever did do. I laid off the old coat and put on the new. Oh,
so glad that I put on. That's how we do it in Hilton's, Virginia. You gotta put that bend in there, you know. How many's glad that you put on? I've never been the same since I put on. Do it one more time right there. How many's glad that you put on? Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, y'all are our kind of people. How many's ever been to church and you feel worse when you leave than when you came? I don't like going to church like that. But now, we've sung at places like that. And you know what we did? We wrote a song about it. We wrote it from experience.
Yes.
And we called it the Church House Blues. I'm glad you people ain't got no church house blues going on here in Fort Payne at the Pickin Post. It's coming out on our new recording. You want to hear it? The Church House Blues? Do you really want to hear it? We're going to really cut this band loose on this song, all right? It goes like this right here. 1, 2. Shame. God's people won't praise his name. They sit on the very same pew like a knot on a log, with a frown on their face, puffed up like an old bullfrog. Lord have mercy, what we gonna do? People's grown cold on God, they got the church house blues. They drop and they bellyache, refuse to participate. Why they've lost their shout, it should be a sin. Y'all sung places like that, ain't you? What we gonna do? People's grown cold on God, they got the church house blues. To the graveyard, there you can observe there's more life in the graveyard, Lord, than you'll find out here at some churches. Lord, have mercy, oh Lord, what we gonna do? Just when you thought it was safe to go to a gospel concert. Hey, there's this little boy. He was on the curb and he was eating jelly beans. Had half a bag, ate already, and there was this elderly man that came by and he said, "Son, you shouldn't eat all them jelly beans." He said, "All them jelly beans gonna rot your teeth out," and he said, "All that sugar ain't good for you." That little boy looked up at him and he said, "With all due respect, sir," he said, "my grandpa lived to be 110. That man said, "How come, son? Because he ate jelly beans?" He said, "No, sir, because he minded his own business." Hey.
Oh my.
Y'all hear another one?
No.
There's this church they got together, and they was wanting to raise money for their church, and they was wanting to get the word of God out through their community. So they came up with this idea they was going to get all these Bibles donated to them. They had a bunch of stacks of Bibles in one room, and they was going to go out through the community, and they was going to sell the Bibles. And so most of them wasn't doing too good at selling the Bibles. But there was one little guy, man, he was coming in and he was getting handfuls of Bibles, and he was going in that room, he was leaving, and he'd come back in a few hours and they were sold. And in just a week's time, he had sold hundreds of Bibles. And they said, "How in the world are you doing that? Nobody else can sell them." I didn't tell you this guy had a stuttering problem, though. The lady said, "Uh-oh." He said, "What I do is," he said, I get out of the car and I walk up there the driveway, and he said, I knock on the door, and he said, I say, I got these Bibles for sale. Do you want to buy one, or do you want me to read it to you?"
Oh my goodness. Lord help us. Jesus.
Hey, what key do we do, children? I love y'all. What key do we do the Acapulco song that we do? The Acapulco song that we do.
That's a Christmas song.
I know it, but we sing it all year round. It don't matter.
It might be all year round, but we ain't done it since last Christmas.
Well, we got our Christmas tour coming up. Let's practice it on
We're going
these
to practice it on them. Is that the key, Bert?
Yeah. Children go.
Oh, my.
Acapulco song.
Acapella, honey.
Yes, acapella song.
Children go where I say. Oh,
We're gonna do
Lord,
it.
Jesus, help us. I don't know what's gotten into him tonight, Lord. Lord Jesus, help us.
I think he drunk too much Mountain Dew earlier or
Something.
something.
Do the best we can, Dave. Do you remember how it goes?
Do y'all like Acapulco music?
We haven't done this since last December.
They like.
So here's the deal. If I miss a word, y'all just going to have to jump right in there and help
Okay.
me.
Okay.
No, you just start humming.
That's it. Go ahead, Dave.
Okay.
Go ahead. Y'all pray.
Okay.
His mic's dead.
Okay. We might have to do a trio just for right now. Do you
His mic
think?
is
Well, here's what we'll do. Let's just gather around Daddy over here, and then I'll kiss her.
There we go.
Let's go. Children.
There we go.
Here we go, all right.
Children, go where I send thee.
My Lordy.
How will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send thee one by one. One was a little bitty baby wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem. Children, go where I
I send thee? How will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send thee two by two. Two was appalling. Silas, one was a little bitty baby wrapped in swathing clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem. Children, go where I send thee. How will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send thee three by three. Three was a Hebrew. Children, two was appalling. Silas, one was a little bitty baby wrapped in swathing clothing, lying in a manger. Born in Bethlehem.
Children, go where I send thee. How will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send the 10 by 10. 10 was the 10 commandments. 9 was the 9 that stood in the line. 8 was the 8 that waited at the gate. 7 was the 7 that never got to heaven. 6 was the 6 that didn't get fixed. 5 was the 5 that came back alive. 4 was the 4 that stood at the door. 3 was the Hebrew children. 2 was the Paul and Silas. And 1 was the little bitty baby. Born in Bethlehem.
You got another joke? You got another joke to tell?
No, I'm gonna get serious right now.
Well, you're gonna have to say something while he's putting
That's
batteries
what
in
I'm
his
gonna
mic.
do.
We
You
got
keep interrupting me.
Are y'all having a good time tonight?
I tell you right now, didn't sound as good without the bass. That's for sure.